Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy King Lockett. You know, I want to say welcome to my YouTube channel, Growth and Development. You know, I want to share with you guys my most recent vacation trip that I almost turned into a staycation. It did turn into a revisitation of Santo Domingo Dominican Republic. That's right, Santo Domingo Dominican Republic. I hear a lot of talk about that. So, mind you, my page is called Growth and Development. I just most recently got out of prison. Did 8 years, so I've been, you know, on the up and up. You know, none of that crazy institutionalized, you know, can't come up type of stories you hear. So I kind of want to share all my different experiences with you brothers, as far as that goes, you know. But that'll be on another topic. Right now we talking about my very first time getting on a plane. My very first time taking a trip on a plane. You know, growing up in Atlanta, Georgia, you know, boxed in the Matrix, living in hood life, you know, prior to my prison sentence. You know, I wasn't thinking about no plane. You couldn't pay me to get on a plane. You know, when I got out of prison and got off parole, all my homeboys was like, yo, man, hey, man, let's take a trip, you know, and celebrate your homecoming. You know, let's go somewhere, Costa Rica. Let's go to, you know, anywhere, man, you know, South America. Let's go to Africa. Then one of the bros, you know, he was like, well, what about Dominican Republic? So I was like, I mean, I never even really thought about Dominican Republic, to be honest with you. I was like, hey, it's whatever y'all want to do, man. I guess I'll build up the gohanas, the balls to go to Dominican Republic. So I went on and got my passport, of course. You know, after receiving my passport, I sat back and waited on the homies. You know, a lot of them, you know, got caught up in life situations and stuff like that. So my dad, he was like, he was actually in Dominican Republic. He was in Sosúa, Punta Cana. He had been to Santo Domingo. He was sending me pictures of his dental work, how they got the low prices for dental, you know, and all that good stuff. Y'all excuse me because I'm driving, and you know, in Atlanta, Georgia, they got a hands-free law from phones. So I still state patrol. You know, I guess, you know, I'm trying to be a law-abiding citizen, but at the same time, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know. But anyway, so yeah, he's sending me pictures like, yo, son, you need to get out of the Matrix. You know, you need to step outside the country of America and look back into America from another type of lenses and see what you're missing out here, you know. You know, I was a young man coming out of prison, you know, I'm mushy and I'm looking for love, and I'm, you know, I just want to have a good time and come up, you know, just focus, you know. You know, all that good stuff, you know how we be when we come home. So finally, my dad, he kind of talked me into booking a trip. So we booked the trip to Santo Domingo for 7 days. I don't speak no Spanish. I don't know nobody in Santo Domingo. Well, I didn't at the time. First time on the plane. So, hey, I'm at the airport, going through customs and going through TSA shakedown is what I call it. We stop in Fort Lauderdale, leaving Atlanta, Georgia. I sit by the window, I want to see everything. We make one stop in Fort Lauderdale. All right, there's a girl sitting next to me. She from Haiti. Also, I had the aisle seat. When we did the layover, we had to switch planes in Fort Lauderdale. So I had the aisle seat, but I wanted to sit by the window. So I sat by the window. So I knew someone was coming to claim that seat. So I was just gonna ask him, could I just sit by the window? So the man who came to claim the seat, he was like, hey, that's my seat. I said, well, sir, I'm sorry, but this is my first time on the plane. You know, I want to sit by the window. He was like, okay, cool, no problem, brother. He was a black man from Miami. I later found out. So he gets on the plane. He sits down. So he's like, let me get something straight. It's your first time on the plane. and you want to sit by the window? I said, oh yeah, yes sir, I kind of want to see everything. You know, if anything happens, it crashes or something, I want to, you know, see if there's any hope, you know what I mean? I don't want to be blindsided. You know, and plus if it don't crash, I want to see the beauty and what I've been missing. So so then he asked me another question. He said, well son, let me ask you another question. Older brother, you know, I'm 36, he had to be like Black No Man's Russell, outside of the Matrix. Shout out to Russell. You know what I mean? You know, he was there for him. I was inboxing him, you know, because I watch a lot of his YouTube. I subscribe to a lot of you brothers, actually, who are out there, you know, dropping their wisdom, you know, on these different countries, and y'all traveling and all that good stuff. But shout out to Russell. But anyway, he's about 53, maybe my father's age. And he was like, so you never been to Santo Domingo? Of course not. It's my first time flying. He said, boy, you crazy? I said, what you mean? He said, that's almost $1,000 phone you have. You know, be careful. So I said, yeah, I heard a lot of stories. Don't pull my phone out. Don't take pictures. Don't do this. You know, stay in the tourist area and all that good stuff, because, you know, it can get kind of dangerous. I heard all the stories. So, you know, he was like, yeah, you know, that's my business partner a few seats up. You know, we have a consulting firm down in Santo Domingo. I've been going back and forth for 7 years. You know, we're going to make sure we take care of you when we get into the country. You know, I want you to ride with us. We're going to take you to where you got somewhere to stay. I said, yeah, I got somewhere to stay. You know, I told him where I was staying at, you know. Very good price. I'm in a high-rise condo, marble floors, $40 a night, overlooking the ocean, overlooking the whole Zona Colonia area. You know, it's pretty, you know, it was, I mean, I'm gonna have to post some stuff as soon as I figure out how to do this YouTube thing. It is my first time on YouTube too, so I don't even, you know, I'm new to the whole technology world and all that. You know, I've been gone for, when I left, it was just, they were just doing the cameras on the phone, you know, so much done advanced, you know what I mean, since then. So y'all bear with me, ride with me. We're gonna walk this thing from the ground up. But anyway, so yeah, we get off the plane in Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo. And when I tell you there was ladies lined up, like, I don't know how to do. They was beautiful women, all flavors, all colors. You know, you had the high yellow Caucasian looking ones, to the mixed black and white looking ones, to the dark looking ones, to the mocha brown, my complexion. It was curly hair, straight hair, short hair, long hair. I mean, all different flavors lined up at the airport. And if those of you who have ever been to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, you know, when you're walking through them little, you know, through the airport, and you get by that liquor store, and bam, there go Mo. You know, and they saying, hey, Poppy, Poppy, and I'm like, hold on, they calling me daddy, like, yo, well, you know, I gotta, you know, anyway. Immediately I seen the difference between the countries. So yeah, so I'm trying to keep myself together, you know, trying to stay firm and focus on why I went there in the first place, and that's just to get a peace of mind, you know what I mean? I didn't go to spend on the women. I didn't go to, you know, buy sex. You know, I didn't go to do all of those things. You know, actually the gentleman I was with, you know, they went straight to the liquor store and balled out the liquor store. And, you know, they told me what type of party they was having. I said, hey, that's good. You know, maybe I'll stop through and join you guys, man. You know, they was having a bunch of girls and all that good stuff. But yeah. So we get, so we go to the money exchange and exchange the dollar to the pesos, you know, right there in the airport. We went to a bank, so it's best to use a bank. From what I learned, you know what I mean, when you're in Dominican Republic, don't go to those little, I didn't trust, I was told not to trust the mom and pop shops and the people who say they do money exchange here and there. Go to the bank. The bank will give you the best rates on your dollar, you know. So yeah, that's what I did. Went into the bank. Also, I called my bank and had my accounts and stuff switched over to, you know, I notified them that I was going to be out of the country. I called my phone. They gave me the, Verizon. I'm with Verizon, so they worked out a nice, beautiful deal with me. Once I told them I was in Dominican Republic, so I can be able to have me a little bundle package in order to call, how I want to call when I'm out of the country, or while I'm in Dominican Republic. My guys, they was like, yo, we're gonna take you where you're going. We're gonna hook you up with a driver. He's gonna be good to you. Just make sure you break him off a little bit, because we've been knowing this driver for so long. Blah, 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 blah. He ain't gonna cheat you. He ain't gonna overcharge you, because most of the cab drivers and all of that good stuff gonna do that. But I later learned that Uber drivers, if you don't have a driver in Dominican Republic with Santo Domingo, I always ride Uber, because Uber gonna be Uber no matter where you at, you know what I mean? So ain't nobody gonna really cheat you with Uber, because you can't really do it, because it's all in the system. It's all systematically programmed, your ratings and all that good stuff. But taxi drivers, they can put their own little whop on what you got going on, you see what I'm saying? So my personal driver, Jose, he actually does a lot. He opened doors for me, closed doors, grabbed my bags, won't let me touch nothing. If I got a lady friend with me, he opened her door. If I need to go, whenever I told him, hey man, I'm hungry, I don't speak Spanish, so he speak a little English, so I'm using Google Translate. So I'm like, yo man, I'm hungry. Hey man, hey, what's up? But I want the local prices. Don't take me to the tourist area, you know what I mean? So he'll kind of like, go inside the shop before me and speak Spanish to them, letting them know like, yo, this is my friend, this is my American friend, and blah, 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 and da-da-da-da, y'all take care of him, and blah, 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 and I'm gonna wait outside for him, and they'll just treat me like I'm LeBron James, fucking Jay-Z or somebody, you know what I mean, and make sure everything is, they treat me so good out there, man, and he'll wait outside for me and all that good stuff, So a nice, beautiful place. My first restaurant I went to eat at was called Adrian Tropical. And, I sat down and ate. The brothers took me there. They showed me some hospitality, being that they had been there in and out the country for 7 years. And the other gentleman that was with the gentleman that I initially met, he's from Haiti. So I was learning a lot about the culture of Haiti and what's going on between Haiti and the Dominicanos. And, just understanding that whole line drawn between the two. I also met a lot of good Haitians out there, But yeah, we sat down at Adrian Tropical, which is my home, the restaurant. I ended up meeting a beautiful young lady at Adrian Tropical. And I asked her to teach me Spanish. And in return, I would help her learn English. And because she showed me around to different places. And she agreed. So it wasn't no pay to play. I heard a lot about how the women there would want money or try to scam you out of money, because, they look at us as a meal ticket. But this young lady, she actually refused anything I tried to offer her. And she showed me around. She took time out of her day and her university and her schooling and her job to just show me and make sure I was good. She protected me. She made sure nobody was overcharging me. There was a time I was at Boca Chica, the beach area, and those guys was on me like flies on shit. They was like, boat ride. I had to go live on Facebook. I'm gonna try to share that with you guys too, that whole episode. I went live on Facebook because, mind you, I don't know nobody. And so these guys grouping up, getting kind of aggressive about trying to overcharge me to ride a damn fish boat. I'm like, yo, man, I'm not finna ride a fish boat for this price. You put me on a yacht for this price. What the fuck is wrong with you? So I ended up having to go live and get a little aggressive, and she stood up. Check it out myself. She broke it down, you know what I mean? And she got rid of my driver because she felt like my driver was still overcharging me, and she was the one that showed me the Uber game. She said, look, you can do Uber. I said, but my driver, he do a lot for me. She said, he still overcharging you. So I just let her take control, take charge. And she walked me through all through Zona Colonia. We went through what looked like to me the swap meet. You know what I mean? It was so many damn people out there selling items and merchandise and stuff, So, I ended up meeting a lot of good people. I met more women, and we went down to, the Count Went down to the cunt, down it's on the Colonial, the little, the spot where everybody, you know, I don't really know the name of it. But anyway, I ended up going out to a few nightclubs and the strip club. I went into the strip club and to see like what was different. You know, when you walk inside the strip club in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, the girls surround you and they dance in front of you and they ask you to pick one or pick two, you know, and they stand there until you pick. You know, you just pick one and she stay with you or they stay with you the whole entire night. You don't necessarily throw dollars at them, you know, and like how you would do in American strip clubs or the strip clubs in Atlanta. You know, I'm from the home of the strip clubs, you know. So you don't necessarily throw dollars and ones at them and get those. You basically have the female all night. She dance with you until you decide whether or not you want to take her with you or not. And if you want to take her with you, then that's a house price for that, to take her with you. And what goes on after that, that's between you and her and what y'all got going on, but that's how I rock. So it's totally different, man. And the women totally serve you. They do everything for you. They cook, they rub your back. So it's not like the dancers or the strippers in Atlanta where they just want their dollar, get the hell on, leave me alone. You know, you get what you paid for type, you know. No, there is more so like you actually get catered to. You actually, you know, you get your feet rubbed. You just don't know how many times I had to reject back rubs and massages and, you know, and especially if you're it doesn't matter how you look, old, young, you know, you one of them teddy bear type brothers, and you know you might feel a little discouraged in America, you know what I mean? It's not like that there, you know. It doesn't matter you got muscles and you all ripped up. It doesn't matter there, you know what I mean? There it don't matter because they don't. Most of the money grinding women don't see that. They only see the dollar. So they gonna give you your best experience, treat you like you the king of the world for your money. But then you also have a flip side to it. Like I wasn't in Sasua and I wasn't in those places that I later learned about that's turned up with, you know, prostitution and, you know, that type of money game with the women scheming. I was in Santo Domingo. It's more city-like. It's more advanced than the rest of the country. So you have a lot of women in the university. You have a lot of women actually have businesses, driving cars and stuff. You know, they got something going for themselves. So so at that point, you know, when they choose you or they like you or anything like that, or you choose them, because they're the man do the choosing. That's just what it is. And then you know, you get a different type of ball game. Then she's not necessarily going at your dollar, although she is in need. No matter how much money they making out there, what they think they doing, they still a third world country. So yeah, she's in need, but she had that Latino pride where she's not gonna ask you for money. Because the sister that I know and the one who I'm friends with now, she turned, even now that I'm back in the States, you know, she turned down so much. I even offered, hey, I ain't gonna be no Western Union papa or anything, but you know, she sacrificed so much, it make me want to say, hey man, is there anything, you know, I can help you with? It's like, no, I got it. Just come on and revisit again. You know, I'll be going back this May, you know, and looking into properties and a whole bunch of other things out there, because like I say, my vacation turned into a revisit, and it's going to eventually turn into a staycation, you know, because it was just so much love out there, so much, you know, going on out there, to the point to where when I say so much love, I'm talking about you actually see couples holding hands. You actually see heterosexual couples holding hands. You actually see at the bus stops and at the cab stops, and you know, you see the ladies sending the men laps. You know, they're wooing each other, they're dancing. You know, it's like a love song. You know, on every radio station. That's all you hear. You don't hear no songs on the radio about I'm taking your bitch and my bitch ass fat and I'm smashing her. You hear the females talking all reckless and crazy. You don't hear that. you hear nothing but love song. This is how they speak to they people. This is how they keep their culture. This is how they keep their country at peace and happy. Because, you know, they raise, media is is a great influence, which media can make or break a culture and a people. You know, look how media doing R. Kelly. You know, they can either make this situation better and figure out what's going on, or they can drag the hell out of his ass like they doing to make everybody hate his ass at the same time. You know what I mean? You know, so you know, out there is totally different. Nothing but love. Even the other black men I met out there from America was nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. So yeah, you know, the young brothers out there, you know, there was this young brother I remember. You know, he had to be around my age. I seen it in his eyes. You know, I had like, I walked through the hoods. I walked through, you know, I tell the Uber pull up somewhere and I hop out and I just walk, stroll, you know what I mean? I meet the people like that. I learned a little Spanish I know like that, just mingling with the people and just jumping out into that water and just taking that chance, you know, the way I did. So it was this one episode where I was out and about and I noticed that this guy had this look of hunger in his eyes. You know, and I recognized that look from my hood. I said, hold on, I done had that look before. He had that look like, man, you know, home look, yeah, like, you know, he ready to take something, you know what I mean? Like, so what I did, you know, I approached him. I met it halfway like a lion do. You know what I mean? Like a beast do. I met it head on. I walked up on him. I said, hola, ¿cómo estás? You know, I said, you know, yo, dinero y tú, me, eat, yo, dinero, let's go. So he was like, I said, let's go. I told him, I'll take you out to eat, bro. Let's go sit down and talk about this shit. You know what I mean? So we sat down. I got those pictures as well, man. I got that, you know, that image. I'll try to figure out how to put it up there, you know what I'm saying? And so everybody can see. And we sat down and ate, man. I built a friend right there, man. He led me to some extra keys to the city, you know what I mean? To the La Capital. So, you know, I ended up meeting a lot of good brothers that got to hook up on the four-wheelers and different mansions and penthouses. And, you know, I met the tour guide, you know, that's an official licensed tour guide. He's a black Dominican, you know, and speak very well, very good English. And so him and I now, you know, we linked up. So this May coming, this gonna be another type of trip, because this time I'm taking the homies with me if they come. So this time I'm gonna give y'all a real live trip. You know, the ladies dancing and everything going on. I'm gonna do it a little different this time. But I didn't do no recording when I went this first time, because, you know, I was on eggshells just a little. The first 2 days, I stayed there 7 days, but the first 2 days I was on eggshells because all the shit that I heard about don't do this, don't do that, don't go here, don't go there. You know, and I had to break that because I'm like, yo, man, I'm built for this, and if I have good intentions, then good intentions gonna come my way. I'm a firm believer that. You know, I'm not here to manipulate. I'm not here to deceive. I'm not here to take nothing from nobody. I'm here to just enjoy myself in serenity and tranquility and just you know, travel outside my country for the first time. Like I say, man, you know, a lot of people say I was very courageous. A lot of my homeboys, they say I'm obsessed with Dominican Republic because I won't stop talking about it now. One of my good close friends who actually told me to go on the trip, he snapped on me the other day, like, look, man, I'm tired of hearing about this shit, man. I don't want to hear. I mean, I can't help it. You know what I mean? I can't help it because most people go on trips. They go on cruises. And they go cruise up to different islands and the Caribbeans and different places. And you get off the cruise ship, you got like 2 hours or a few hours just to stand outside in the tourist area. You ain't actually flying into the country and jumping out there in that water. And you got 7 days and 6 days and 3 days out there with these people out here in the mix, and you don't know nobody, so you basically just finding your way. And I think that's the best way to do it anyway. You see what I'm saying? Versus being on, you say you went to the Dominican Republic on a cruise ship. You didn't go to the Dominican Republic. You went to the embassy of America at the Dominican Republic or something. That's how I look at it. You know, you didn't meet the locals. You met the locals who finna tax your ass for every goddamn thing, overcharge you for everything. So you ain't getting the real experience where you paying for Presidente's 150 peso. You know what I mean? You probably getting taxed 350 pesos. You know what I mean? You ain't really feeling it. You know what I mean? Getting it. You ain't really out there walking on top of mangoes. You know, picking the fruits from the trees. You know, the catch of the day, freshly caught right then and there. You know, you ain't really mingling with the people all up in their hoods and sitting on the porches with them. You know what I mean? Drinking a Presidente with them, because you know you ain't doing that. So to fly into the country and just get off the plane and just say, hey, cab, take me to the nearest this, you know, and the cab driver, you know, your driver just taking you where you're going, you know. But yeah, it's a lot of lovely people, man, a lot of beautiful people, both men and women, man. I met a lot of, like I say, Dominicano brothers out there, you know what I mean, who actually looked out for me. I went into the clubs and, you know, had a good time with some friends of mine, and they actually splurged on me. The ladies bought me drinks. You know, so I don't care what you're hearing about Santo Domingo. I can't speak for other places, but the ladies that I was with, and I got that also, was buying me drinks, bought me some drinks, you know, and a lot of the brothers and them brought me some drinks. I don't know if they was like, well, he's alone, you know, we're gonna show him a good time and we get it back in return. No, of course I bought drinks too as well. I had a good time as well, but I built me a whole circle. I built my whole networking team. I built my whole, you know, my whole family out there now. I have a circle of people I could depend on when I go out there, that's waiting on me, that's looking for me, that's reaching out to me on WhatsApp. You know, that even if you want to go, you hit me up, man. I'm probably going to be out there. I swear I'm probably going every 45 to 60 days. I ain't lying to you. You know, it's just what's going on. You know, a lot of you guys that's traveling, y'all have these, if y'all have any groups or any type of WhatsApp groups and travel groups, man, hit me up, link me in, man. I want to join, man. I want to get in on some of this fun, man. Because like I say, man, you know, it was my first time out the country and I had a great time in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Yes, the people are asking for money. Yes, they are trying to get $1 out of you. Yes, they are trying to take care of you just to be able to get paid. That's just what it is. You just say no. Well, no don't work sometimes. You got to say nada. Nada, 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 nada. You got to do that. Nada, and turn away. Nada, turn away. Because if you say no, like we do in America, no, and we keep looking, them folks gonna be like, they're gonna keep putting up on you like, yo, your no don't mean no, your no means yes. So when you say nada and break eye contact in Santo Domingo, then they back off you. You know, they kind of back off you. They be like, okay. You hear them say, okay, está bien, you know, está bien, okay, you know. So that's usually, that's how it works. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. I just want to share a little bit of my story out in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Like I said, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, tomorrow is my birthday, March 2nd. And this is 2019, you know. I will be extremely active on YouTube. I got a tremendous story to tell. You know, I got a lot of stuff to share with you guys. From a religious standpoint to street standpoint to pimping player standpoint to relationship, love, romance standpoint to hand-to-hand combat standpoint, working out, lifting weight standpoint, from a prison bed, you know, whatever. We can touch up on a lot of different things, man. I want to shout out a lot of them guys out there doing a lot of good stuff, man. You know, I look at a lot of Minister Jap. Shout out to that brother, like I say, Russell, with Black Nomads, stepping outside the Matrix. That boy O'Shea, I fuck with him. I'm subscribed to him. I watch, you know. I learn a lot from you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. The other little dude, Marcus, I forgot his name. I'm gonna get it all together, y'all. Like I say, man, y'all bear with me with this YouTube. this YouTube thing, man. You know, you can, I have my Facebook and everything posted eventually. You know, and Instagram and all that good stuff. I'll be going live a lot, you know. Kind of like trying to share a lot of things with you guys. My birthday activities. You know, I'm trying to jump out of a plane, skydive, so I have that on there. Hey, how y'all doing, ladies? Skydiving, paragliding and parasailing, a lot of good activities. So I'm gonna go live with all of that on YouTube. So yeah, I'll be back in the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo. That's my spot. That's my second home. I want to shout out Santo Domingo for their independence. You know, they celebrated it, what it was, day before yesterday. Yeah, day before yesterday they celebrated it. So yeah, you know, I'll be back May 22nd through the 28th. And then, you know, it'll be another time there. You know, hopefully I meet some more good people. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I must say that I definitely enjoyed myself. The women there are totally different from the women in America. I could definitely say that. You know, they don't have that whole I'm independent of a man mentality. I don't need a man mentality. They don't have that. They have that I need a man to step in and provide and handle his business as I do what I do. You know, we're going to talk more on that later. I just want to touch bases with y'all. I just want to break my camera shyness. I kind of want to go ahead and break this ice. I kind of want to go ahead on and get out here with you guys. Holler at you guys. But like I say, I'm going to have some footages in ATL, Georgia too. I'm going to try my best to give y'all as much as I can. Also, throughout the United States, wherever I'm at, that's what it is. But my mind is ripping pages through these passports, you know, traveling to different places. But right now, my focus is Dominican Republic. Trying to build as much as I can there. Set up some properties, get out here and help the people, you know, start up some businesses, and try to get that residual cash flow, that passive income flowing in different directions. And we're gonna see where we'll see where we go with all that. And I want y'all to walk this through with me. Fresh out of prison, by the way, and I'm making these steps. I gotta give praises to the Most High God for guiding me, keeping me focused, and walking me through this. Hey, peace out. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. I'm finna figure out how to edit this thing and get this thing right. Put music to it, make it more entertaining, put more personality and character to it. I'm gonna figure it out. So y'all stay tuned. This your boy King Lockett. You feel what I'm saying? And I got the Hemi hat on today because that's what we fucking with the Hemis. You know what I mean? All right, y'all take it easy. Love all y'all. Stay strong. And I'll be right back shortly. Peace.